Microphone check 1 2 once again. My name is Noel Booker. Thank y'all for coming to Small Business Webinars sponsored by Business Credit Builder. And what we do at Business Credit Builder is help businesses build business credit and access funding. Let me see if I can get this dimmed down some. That thing is kind of bright, ain't it? Oops. Okay, I think that, yeah. All right. So let me share my screen. It's not procrastinating here. Let's get started. Are y'all excited about this? About learning this? You know, how much business credit do y'all know? Does anybody know anything about business credit? We're gonna share that screen right there. All right. But we're gonna take you there. We're gonna share that screen. Boom. Okay. Slideshow. All right, we're in business now. Now you should be able to see my desktop so y'all can follow along, right? Okay. And with my mouse, there you go. That's what I need right there. Okay. 0. Know nothing about business credit. Okay, that's cool. Well, this is the good place to be. She's very happy to be here, and she knows very little. Cool beans. That's okay. And this is the starter class from scratch, right? This is the starter class from scratch. And before I start, let me just tell you this. When thinking about funding your business, the lenders look at 3 things, what I call the 3 C's: credit, cash flow, and collateral. Okay. Now, if you got all 3 of these, then you could possibly qualify for an SBA loan, which is the best place to get money for your business, the SBA loan. If you got 2 of these 3 C's, then you could possibly qualify for a term loan. If you have 1 of these 3 C's, depending on which one of the 3 C's that you do have, then there's money for you. If you have none of the 3 C's, then that's when you start with business credit. And as you build business credit, you get access to more money. And it ain't all about getting a bunch of money all at one lump. It's about figuring out what you need to finance to operate your business, and then figuring out how to finance it. All right. So this class is gonna be really good for you. Okay. All right. Let's get going. All right. I'm gonna go real fast. Oh, you know what? This is the free money version too. The free money edition, which I tell you about how I even figured out about business credit even existed. And I like telling the story because I went to Morehouse College, right? And studied accounting, but nobody taught me about business credit. Then I happened to find out about business credit from a client that I got, right? A client had a freight company and I'm doing accounting at his company, right? So I'm gonna tell you about the story along the way. But the main goal here today is to show you all the steps that you need to build business credit. Now, most people that do these type of classes, what they do is they have sales classes, right? Which they just tell you just enough so that you can buy the product. But I'm gonna tell you all the stuff that you actually do need. But I'm not gonna tell you everything because there's a whole bunch of little details up in it, right? But I'm gonna tell you the type of stuff to look out for, right? You're gonna be able to do this on your own if you want to. Deal? Cool. All right. I'm gonna go pretty fast so you can take notes. You can ask questions at the appropriate times. At the end, we could do a free for all questions, right? Okay, let's go. How to get $250,000 in business credit for your EIN that's not linked to your social and easily get business loans and credit lines. All right. Word is born. Okay. Once again, everybody, my name is Noel A. Booker Sr. You can even Google me. You can even Google me. All right. Check out my website is businesscreditbuilder.us. That's the website. And I'm going to give you some websites that's going to go businesscreditbuilder.us/ something else, right? So you got my telephone number. You got my email address, right? Now there's 3 buttons at the bottom. Let's start. That. But check it out. The 3 buttons. One is how credit. You get your free guide on how to build business credit. Okay. You go to businesscreditbuilder.us/free guide. All right. That's important right there. Get your free guide because there's a whole bunch of gems up in there. It's not only a free guide, there's a whole bunch of gems up in there. All right. Now, if you want to talk to me about the services that we provide, then you go to get a free business credit consultation, right? By going to /consult. And if you think you qualify for funding now, then you go to /get funding. /get funding. All right. Thanks everybody for coming. This is being recorded and will be on YouTube as well. All right. Let me give you a little background about me. I was born in New York. I went to Morehouse, studied accounting. I did a little stint with corporate America, right? But I'm like an entrepreneurial type. I started my own company called MediaNet USA, where we do bookkeeping and accounting for small businesses. We also do websites for small businesses. And now we talk about business credit and getting funding for businesses, okay? And so let me tell you about my client, right? My client, Jay. This is the guy that Jay owns the freight company I'm doing accounting for, right? He has some other companies too, right? So I'm doing accounting for Jay. I'm going into the office doing accounting. He wanted me to do some websites for him too, for his websites, for his companies and some of his clients' companies, right? And I noticed that every time I did a website, $250,000 hit the bank. All right. So one day I said, hey, Jay, I need to make some money. Can you find something for me to do? Right. I'll try to get on. Right. He said, okay, this is what you do. Find a company and we're going to do a deal with this company. And you can make some money off the deal. Right. I said, cool. So I've got my buddy named Philly Phil. He got this company. And he was just sitting on this company. I told him what was happening. I said, yo, he said, okay, I got this company. We just sitting on it. Just, we just sitting on it, right? We ain't even doing nothing with it. I said, okay, let's try it. 6 months later, we went into Chrysler and we got 4 brand new Sprinter vans that we run on Amazon now, still to this day. All right. And without a personal guarantee. So I know business credit works. We're going to continue this story. The story is going to get better. All right. Let's get on with the program. What we will cover today. How you can get business credit within 7 days or less. That's linked to your EIN, not your social. Even if you're a startup and have bad personal credit now, then immediately start using it to get the credit you want and need, even from major sources like Target, Walmart, Staples, Lowe's, Visa, MasterCard, Amex, and more. How you can get access to loans, even as a startup, have credit challenges, or lack collateral. You think it couldn't be done, but it can be done. All right. I am going to tell you, though, it's like a strategy thing, right? Not everybody can do it, because I'm going to show you later. Most people fail trying to get money and grow their business. Most people try to get money from their bank when they need money. Most don't know that EIN credit can be built regardless of personal credit quality. Many apply for credit in the wrong order. Boom, check this out. Building business credit is a step-by-step process. Each step is needed for the next step, okay? So there's no skipping steps. You can't skip the lunch line, all right? All right. Many entrepreneurs don't know that money is available based on business strengths. And the business strengths are the 3 C's I talked to you about, right? Who knows the 3 C's? All right, that's extra credit. If you know the 3 C's, put it in the chat. All right, this seminar is for you. If you are looking for money to start or grow a business, or you want to build credit that's not linked to your social. Okay, what is business credit? They asked me. Well, what the hell is business credit? Business credit is credit that is obtained in a business name. With business credit, the business builds its own credit profile and credit score for its EIN number. This credit is in the business name and based on the business's ability to pay, not the business owner's ability to pay. Bingo, Althea is in the building with the correct answer. Credit, cash flow, collateral, the 3 C's. This credit is in the business name. The business can qualify for revolving store credit cards like Staples, Lowe's, Sam's Club, Costco, and more. Yay, Althea. The crowd applause. Althea is in there. Word is born. She was listening. Business credit. This is why business credit is awesome. I'm gonna tell you why. It is good for you. Make sure you check out my hashtag. Business credit is real. That's also the name of our blog and our podcast on Spotify. Business credit has no effect on your personal credit. No personal guarantee is needed in order to build business credit. Business credit building is fast compared to consumer credit, because consumer credit, there are 5 things that affect your consumer credit. With business credit, there's only one thing that affects your business credit, and that's how you pay your bill. With business credit, you can offset current expenses that a business has. Increase approval amounts with better rates and terms. No collateral, cash flow, or good credit is needed to build business credit, okay? And once you got business credit, you have access to loans and credit lines, all right? All right. Check it out. Every successful business in America has business credit. They should, all right? If a business is operating, your business should automatically be set up and generating business credit just from operating, right? Now, check this out. What you are seeing right now is what anybody can see for free. There's a place on the Experian website where you can put in your business name and address, and you get information like this. This one is for Facebook Incorporated. They're in Menlo Park, California. Now, the part that I want to bring to your attention is the trade lines. You see that? They got 40 trade lines. Well, let's go over what a trade line is, just so that we are all on the same page. And welcome to the people that came in the room. I see you out there. The 3 iPhone people are still out there. I see y'all. Where's one? Okay, trade lines. This is what a trade line is. I want to go over this just so we're on the same page, right? Because this is like the starting point. We want to get this straight from the beginning, all right? And this is like the building blocks for building business credit is trade lines. This is what a trade line is. You go to a company, they give you an account, right? Now you got account on credit, right? You go there, you get something on credit. That means you got the item, they gave you an invoice to pay the bill. Then you pay the bill. Now, this is what happens when you pay the bill. This company you just paid, they're going to send a report to the business credit reporting agencies. Okay? And the report's going to say, XYZ company, they got an account with us, they got such and such amount of a limit with us to spend, and they bought such and such, and they paid that invoice off in X amount of days, and they send that report to the business credit reporting agencies. The business credit reporting agencies put that on your credit profile, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is one trade line. Does anybody have any questions on what a trade line is? For clarity. Anybody raise your hand, type it in the thing. Shantae knows, she know what it is. She know what it is. All right, let's move forward. Check this one out. Microsoft, they got 131 trade lines. Walmart is the king of business credit without a doubt. Yeah, Uline could be a trade line for you. You're absolutely correct out there. Once again, bam, she's in there like swimwear. She's right with me. Okay, bet. Okay, this is what Walmart does. Walmart goes to Bounty and says, yo, Bounty, let me get a truckload of toilet paper. Now, the owner of Walmart, he don't go in his pocket and pay this. He don't call the accounting department and say, cut me a check. He don't do that. The truckload of toilet paper comes to the store. They put it on the shelf. We go in there and buy it. They take our money, pay the bill. Bounty says, hey, you did that good. Here's 5 truckloads. Do that again. All right? Y'all know the routine. Over and over again, 513 times. That's how they do business. And this is how business is done at the big corporate level and at the small business level. The corner store. My dad had a corner store in New York, right? But when at the corner store, the bread comes. They're not paying for the bread right there. They're counting how many units comes in, how many units goes out. This is how business is done with business credit. How we can help Business Credit Builder is powered by the Business Finance Suite. We show you how to make your business credible in the eyes of the lender. Our high-tech software helps you build your business credit to access high-limit store credit, business loans, and credit lines. We work with all legitimate types of funding programs that are available today, offering funding through hundreds of investors and lenders through a multitude of different funding programs. Word. Okay, let's get started. How do you build business credit? Okay, remember I said, each step is needed for the next step, okay? All right, here we go. The first step is fundability. I also like to call this credibility. And I'm gonna let you know, before we even start these steps, this first step is easy. It's like the ABCs, but it's the most important part, okay? The first step, all right? Here we go. As a business owner, you may be beginning to hear the word fundability a lot. It may come from lenders, various media platforms, or your own current creditors. What is fundability? The ability of your business to get funding, right? So when you go ask for some money, how fundable are you, right? What do they look at, right? What do they look at to determine how fundable you are, right? Well, you have to make sure your business looks credible, right? It at least looks credible. You don't have to be credible, but you have to look credible. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to look credible. How does a business become fundable? When a lender considers lending to your business, do they feel that you are a high risk Do you appear to be a business that can and will pay the debt? Lenders are in it for the money. You already know. How does the business get fundability? Well, to start, you have to make sure your business is set up properly. This is the key thing, setting up your business properly. A great business credit score is important. In addition, there are many other aspects that are necessary for fundability as well. A potential creditor needs to see that your business is legitimate and profitable. Many loan applications are denied approval due to fraud concerns. Others simply because something didn't match up on the application and it threw up a red flag. Red flag. Maybe the address or the phone numbers didn't match up on a couple of reports and it just looks unprofessional. If you understand what fundability is and how to get it, you can shut down such red flags before they cause you a problem. That's the key thing to know, right? Shut down the red flags before they become a problem. The foundation for fundability is how your business is set up. It has to be set up to appear to be a fundable entity separate from you, the owner. This is what you need to have. You can screenshot this right here for sure. You need a business name. You need a business address. You need a business phone. You need an EIN. You need a DUNS number. You need a website. You need an email, a business email. Okay? You definitely need this. Let me see. All right? That's what you need right there. Run it down. Okay, contact information. Let's do this. The business phone number, right? Let me tell you some details you need to know about this stuff. The business phone number needs to be a local number that's registered with the National 411 directory. Okay, this is a necessary step. This is not the step that you say, oh, I can skip that step. Nah, this is not that step you skip. You need a local number that's listed with National 411 directory. It cannot be a cell phone number, any cell phone number. It cannot be a home telephone line. It can be one of those voice numbers that you forward to your business, to your home, your cell phone or your home. Now, and what we're talking about is your main business phone number. So on applications, this is what you put. You can operate your business how you want to, right? But when you have the application and they want your main business number, this is what you need to have. A local number listed with National 411 directory. Boom. Having a fax number and a toll-free number is not as necessary, but this is how they run it. They're gonna check that local number to see if it's listed, because that's what lenders do. They think that credible businesses have a local number that's listed with the National 411 directory, and they will check it. And when they check it, boom, check. Then they're gonna say, oh, they got a fax number and they got a toll-free number. Now you're looking more like you're a credible business. Not to me, but to the lenders. That's how they do, right? Because if they have a field on that application, they want to see something in that field, okay? Business address. There's 3 options for choosing your business address. There's no more options to these 3. Ready? 1, brick and mortar. You definitely need a place where you can accept packages. 2, virtual office address. A lot of my clients use the virtual office address because they don't want to share their home address where their children is at, their family, with everybody they're going to be doing business with, right? So they get this virtual office address for as low as $50 a month. 3 is to use your home address, which is the last resort. And the reason why the home address is the last resort is because creditors do not believe that home-based businesses are credible. But they do this on a case-by-case basis like this. Let's say you're a hairstylist, right? Well, that sounds logical, right? That, you know, you'd be able to pay that bill doing hair from the house, right? They be clocking. They be clocking, right? Okay, now, suppose you're a trucking company and it don't look feasible that all these trucks could be at your crib. And one thing to note is that a picture of your Google Maps address is on your Dun & Bradstreet credit report. Okay. So, see, they're just really trying to see if it makes sense. See, when they have the application, they're just doing, like, the application to me is what they call the smell test. To see if you pass these tests, to see if your local number is listed, to see if your address looks like, does this look real? Are they actually doing business over there? They just want to do the smell test. And that's what all of the questions on the application is, the smell test. Each field on the application, they're doing something, trying to see if you're credible. All right. Okay. Boom. So local telephone number. These are my go-tos for local telephone numbers. You could use any one of these companies: Freedom Voice, Ring Central, Vonage. My go-to is Freedom Voice. They're going to give you a local number for $9.95 a month, and they're going to list it for $3 a month. Got it? Freedom Voice, $9.95 a month. They're going to list it for $3 a month. They're going to throw you a fax machine, a fax number and an 800 number for under $20. Go to /vendors, and there's a link there and all that stuff, right? Telephone number and all that stuff. All right, boom, boom, bam. That's how you run. Ring Central and Vonage, they'll do good too, but they're gonna start you at $25. Already did the cost research for you, and you get down as low as $13 a month with Freedom Voice. Okay, now, virtual office address. This is my go-to for virtual office address. Is DaVinci Virtual Office Solutions. Now, there's hundreds of virtual office companies out there, but a lot of them, they'll give you the same address as they gave a couple hundred other businesses. You don't want that. You want a unique address for your business, okay? And DaVinci, they got this little situation. They send a form to the post office and get your business a unique address for your business, okay? For as low as $50 a month. Go to /vendors. There's a telephone number to call. There's a person to ask for, and there's verbiage to order the correct product. All right? Yeah. I'm telling y'all what to do for real. All right. What is fundability? The foundation of fundability. EIN number. I'm not going to talk that much about the EIN number. Y'all pretty much know what the EIN number is and all that stuff, but I'm going to tell you the two things that you do need to know about the EIN number. One, you can't build business credit without an EIN number. You cannot build business credit without an EIN number. And two, it's free. Go to irs.gov, takes 15 minutes to get it, and you get the number right there, Johnny, on the spot. Boom. Okay, that's what you need to know about the EIN number. Okay, incorporate. You go to the Secretary of State and register your business name. In Georgia, it costs $100. In Florida, I think it costs like $275. In New York, about the same, something like that. California costs about $800. But every state does this different, right? So you have to register your name at the Secretary of State, the Secretary of State in the state you reside, okay? This is the most important step of fundability thus far. Incorporating your business as an LLC or corporation is necessary to fundability. It lends credence to your business as one that is legitimate. It offers some protection from liability. Now, when you get this name, they're going to ask you to select an entity. What you need to know is if you select a proprietorship or a partnership, you are personally liable for anything happens to this business. You should select an LLC, a limited liability corporation, or a corporation. Got it? Cool. All right. Now, once you got that, the certificate from the Secretary of State, takes you about 30 days to get that or less. You got that certificate from the Secretary of State, and you got an EIN number. Now you're gonna run over to the bank and get a bank account. Do not walk to the bank, run to the bank. You wanna get the bank account as soon as you have those two items, okay? Because the longer that you have your bank account, the more fundable your business is. You need a separate dedicated bank account that you can keep track of business finances, so you can keep them separate from your personal finances for tax purposes. Most vendors and lenders require a business to have a business bank account in order to even get approved. It's on the application. Bank account number, at least. And that they're just checking to see if you have a bank account. The smell test. You got a bank account? No. Oh, damn, you're not credible. Right? You see what I'm saying? All right. All right. Licenses. Okay. Licenses. What is fundability? It is being a legitimate business. For a business to be legitimate, it has to have all the necessary licenses it needs to operate. So the most common mistake businesses make is that they do have their license, but they have an old address on that license. And that could cause a red flag. They deny your application, and they do not have to tell you why they denied you. And they don't have to ask you permission to look at your credit report in business. Okay? So that's why all these steps are so important. They don't have to tell you why they denied you. That's why it's important to have all of this stuff in line, so that if they do deny you, you know it's not this stuff. You see? Okay, so do the necessary research to ensure all your licenses that you got, you know the deal, get all that stuff done, get your licenses. Right? You need a website nowadays. Okay, and these companies will go to Google and put your business name in, and hopefully they're gonna find your company. And when they find your company, they're gonna skip that nice, pretty homepage you got, and they're gonna go straight to the contact page. And when they get to the contact page, they're gonna check the business name, the business phone number, and the address, and make sure this lines up to what you already have on the application. They checking. Now they waiting for you to slip up now. You see what I'm saying? They waiting for you to slip up. This is the smell test, right? Lenders and creditors will deny if you don't have a website. Spend the time and money necessary to ensure your website is professionally designed and works well. Your business needs a dedicated business email address. Make sure it has the same URL as your website. Don't use a free service like Yahoo. So don't use Big Booty Judy at Yahoo. Word. Y'all know this stuff already. This is common sense stuff, but it's just good to know. It's good to revisit the stuff that they're actually checking for. My company, MediaNet USA, does the website. We got this all-inclusive package for small businesses. All-inclusive means you don't have to do anything. I do everything for you. It includes domain registration, 12 months web hosted, website design, monthly updates, unlimited emails, expert customer support, internet consultation, schedule a free business credit consultation to talk about getting your website started. And if you call up and say you was on one of these webinars, you get the homeboy hookup. Cool? Bet. Let's get it. All right? Set you up the proper website so you can do what you need to do. Right? Bet. Let's do it. All right. What is fundability? The foundation of fundability. Business credit reports. Okay? You need to understand the importance of your business credit reports and how to read them. The business credit reports are the blueprint for when you make those payments. You're going to need to pull your business credit reports to make sure that they reported them correctly and accurately. And they don't do this part very well because they're in the business of selling something, right? Which you already bought. So after the sale activities, they don't really put that much money into that. So it's really important that you understand your business credit reports. You get your business credit reports from Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, or Equifax. Each of these companies will charge you about $100 per month to access your business credit reports. Don't get that NAV-free business credit reports that give you letter grades. Business credit reports go from 0 to 100. All right, don't get them letter grades. Them letter grades is not going to give you the information you need. All right. Now, when you do business with my company, we got to hook up $25 a month for all 3 of these reports. So we save you some money, all right, with the reports that you need, and we teach you how to read them. Because they're not that easy to read. It don't say, yeah, they got an account with Kroger. It says household or whatever the category is. You see what I'm saying? Now you got to do some research and figure out which is which. You can go to /reports, businesscreditbuilder.us/reports. And there's these logos that are linked to the respective websites to a page where you can put your business name in and address and determine if they have a record on your business already. If they do, your business name and the address will come up, and it might tell you if you got trade lines or not. All right. Free. All right. Boom. Okay. Other business data agencies. In addition to the business credit reporting agencies that directly calculate and issue credit reports, there are other business data agencies that affect these reports indirectly. You can research these 2 things right here: LexisNexis and the Small Business Finance Exchange. These 2 agencies gather data from a variety of sources, including public records. This means they could even have access to information relating to automobile accidents, liens, and more. While you may not be able to access or change the data the agencies have on your business, you can ensure that any new information they receive is positive. Enough positive information can help counteract any negative information from the past. Yes, yes. Okay. Okay. In addition to the EIN number, there are identifying numbers that go along with your business credit reports. When considering what is fundability, you need to be aware that these numbers exist. Some of them are simply assigned by the agency, like the Experian BIN, the business identification number. At Experian, they assign you a number, right? But at Dun & Bradstreet, you have to apply for your DUNS number. Okay, so once you did all that ABC stuff, right? The name, address, telephone, etc. Now you're gonna run over to Dun & Bradstreet, or you got your bank account. Now you're gonna run over to Dun & Bradstreet and apply for a DUNS number. The DUNS number is an identifying number directly related to your business address. That's the numbers you need to know. They also got this other number called the pay debt score. The pay debt score is the score that lenders look at to determine your credit worthiness. That number is from 0 to 100. A 70 pay debt score is lendable, but you need to have an 80 pay debt score or higher. Now, they won't give you a pay debt score until 3 trade lines have reported to Dun & Bradstreet. Now, if those three that are reporting to Dun & Bradstreet, if they were paid on time, then your pay debt score that they're going to give you is about a 76. So you'll be close to an 80. Right? All right. Yeah. Okay. This page here is about personal credit. And we talk about personal credit because you can get money without having personal credit. You can start business credit and build it up from scratch, right? But if you got personal credit, you get access to more money. Your business is more fundable, okay? So having good personal credit helps your business. That's the point I want to make with that page right there. Boom. Okay. Align your business information correctly. This is a problem because a ton of loan applications are turned down each year due to fraud concerns or simply because things do not match up. Exact business legal name, business address, phone, business phone, address listed at the IRS for your EIN number, insurance, licenses, website, a bank account. All these places, every place where your business name is, it needs to have the correct information to the letter. To the letter, as it is written on your certificate from the Secretary of State. The key to this piece of business fundability is to monitor your business credit reports frequently. When it comes to business credit reports, you can monitor them through the reporting agencies directly for $100 a month from each of the 3, or you can do business with me and I'll give you the hookup for $25 a month for all 3. Boom. All right. Okay. Now, we went through a lot of stuff, right? All that fundability stuff. Now, this page here is all the things that contribute to the fundability of your business. All these things right here on the left-hand side is the credibility side. The industry that you're in affects your fundability. All of this stuff, the business phone number, the time in business, your business 411 listing, your business entity, EIN website, email, all that stuff affects how fundable your business is. Even the stuff on the right-hand side, the application process, the financial statements, business credit reports, okay? All right. Let's stop for a second. Anybody got any questions on that stuff? That's like, we went over making sure that your business is credible in the eyes of the lender and knowing the key points of making your business fundable as you can be, right? As fundable as you can be. Shantae got a question, run it. You can type it or you can open up your mic. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you had hit on something about your license. You were talking about your driver's license, correct?
No, business license that you need to operate your business. Right?
Like, oh, my business. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Right. You know what I mean?
Now, another question about the address. I did just create my business here in Atlanta in May, but I switched addresses. I had a P.O. box and I was told don't use a P.O. box. So I switched to a suite. I was told about Da Vinci, but I think it's called iPostal One. Is that a good one?
I don't know about iPostal. I mean, I've heard of them, but I don't know their process. So if they gave you a unique address, which means they had to send a form to the post office to get a unique address for you, then it's good. But if they gave you an address or a suite number that they already gave 100 other businesses, then it's not good.
Okay.
I don't know how they do it.
Gotcha.
Cool. Any more questions before we go forward? Because now we're going to actually do something. You see all that time we spent on some ABC stuff. That's how important it is. Now we're going to actually do something. Now that we're set up credible in the eyes of the lender and we got our DUNS number, we understand the business credit reports. Now we're going to do something that is not too easy. We're going to have to get companies to give us credit when we have no credit, and they have to report. So not that many companies will give you credit when you got no credit, right? And two, they need to be able to report to the business credit reporting agencies. Not that many companies do that because they're under high guidelines and restrictions to be even able to report. Okay, so what we're going to do is find these companies that's going to give us a little bit of credit when we have no credit, and when we use the credit, we need to pay it in 30 days. So there's net 30 accounts, which means they're going to give us a little credit. When we use it, we got to pay it off in 30 days. Now there's other net terms like net 10, net 15, net 45, but the most popular is the net 30, right? So a business credit report can be started much the same as a consumer report commonly is, with small amounts of credit. The business can be approved for small credit amounts to help them build an initial credit profile. Remember, this step is needed. This step is needed so that we can create the credit profile. These type of initial accounts in the business world are commonly referred to as vendor credit or net 30 accounts. And some vendors will approve your company for net 30 payment terms upon verification of as little of an EIN number and a 411 listing. See, that number come back. I told you that's not the step to skip, right? So boom. Here are vendors who will approve you for credit now, even if you have none. The first place to go is the Maverick. Go to Business Credit Builder is businesscreditbuilder.us/vendors. And you'll see a link to Maverick, and they give you the homeboy hookup, the CEO Creative. Also Granger. Granger sells work supplies, tools, uniforms, gloves, boots, right? Barnett is a Home Depot company. They sell everything Home Depot sells. Uline was mentioned earlier today, and they sell janitorial supplies, okay? Now, some vendors may require an initial prepaid order before they approve you for the net 30 account. You just need to know that. That's standard some instances, okay? You need to have a total of five net 30-day pay accounts reporting. That's the first goal. 5 net 30 accounts reporting. 3 going to Dun & Bradstreet, 1 going to Experian, 1 going to Equifax. Boom. That's your 5, right? Now you get these accounts, you're gonna have to ask them, well, who do y'all report to? If they say TransUnion, that's wrong, right? They need to say Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, or Equifax. Now, check out the car, right? The car got the number 5 on it. We got 5 trade lines reporting. It got the smoke, right? But check out his face. His face is like, yo, I got credit, let's go. So next step, revolving accounts. After 5 trade lines are established using vendor accounts, obtaining revolving accounts is the next step. This is where you want to be, but you can't skip them net 30s, because if you come over here to the revolving accounts, and don't have no credit, they're going to deny you 100% of the time. That's why you can't skip steps, right? You need to do the steps, right? All right, so revolving accounts are cards of business owner that you can use and not be required to pay the full balance owed each month. Most major stores do offer business credit, but they don't advertise it. Home Depot, Lowe's, Office Depot, Staples, Best Buy, Walmart, Sam's Club, Costco, Amazon, Dell, Apple, BP, Chevron, Racetrack, Woo. What? Know what I mean? Right? Okay. You got it? Now, see, some businesses, this is all they need to get going, to start generating funds. They might just need a gas card to get up and down the block. Or they might need a combination of like a Home Depot and a Best Buy, right? Or an Office Depot and a Sam's Club. You know, you got to figure out what you need and then how you're going to get it financed. Boom, right? That's part of the deal. Once 10 accounts are on your credit, an owner can then start applying for Visa, MasterCard, American Express type of credit. But they're not going to mess with you until you got 10 trade lines on your credit report. Approval amounts will be equivalent to the highest credit limits accounts on the business report. Try to have 10 accounts with at least one of them having a high $10,000 credit limit. And this is how you do that. You take one of these revolving accounts, right? You use it more often than the others. You show that you can do on-time payments. Like I usually do like 3 payments, and then I call and say, yo, can you give me an increase? And if they see you making payments on time, they're going to increase you. And you keep calling back. You keep calling back. Increase, increase. Yo, I got some payments in there. Let me get an increase. Yo, increase, increase. Because when you go to these credit cards, right? And the credit cards approve you, and what they're gonna give you is they're gonna match the highest revolving limit that you already have. Say word. Somebody tell me they with me or something. It is essential to keep using the credit, keep applying for more, and talk with credit providers to raise credit limits. If you do this, business credit will keep growing until higher limit credit lines are obtained within 6 to 12 months. So people ask me how long it takes to build business credit. If you do it on your own, it's going to take you more than 12 months, about 18 months, 24 months, if you do it on your own. But everybody does this at a different pace, right? All right. All right. Lakeisha is with me. Jade is in the building. Word is born. So everybody does this at a different pace because you have to go and get an account. You have to make a purchase. You have to follow the instructions on the invoice. You have to make that payment. You got to follow up and pull your credit reports. You got to know how to read your credit reports. You got to strategize. Not everybody does that all the same, right? Actually, not everybody can even do that, right? So I created a word. It's called administrativeness. You need some administrativeness about you, all right? Not everybody got that, to be honest, right? Right? Am I right about that or what? Not everybody can do that. You have to have patience. Not everybody got patience. So I'm not saying everybody can do this. It's easy to do, but you have to have administrativeness, no doubt about it. Okay, no skipping steps. 10 trade lines, high limit of 10,000. Cash business credit accounts will match your highest credit limits reported on your credit profile. You will get access to MasterCard, Visa, American Express. When you get business credit, you'll get access to loans and credit lines. Okay. We're going to go over 3 ways to get funding that your bank won't tell you about because they don't sell it. They don't offer it, right? So 80% of everybody that goes to the bank to try to get a loan gets denied. 80% of them. So in recent years, there's been a surge of alternative funding options for businesses. There are businesses trying to get to service that 80% that cannot get funded at the bank. Okay? It's a growing industry right now. All right? 3 ways you get funding that the bank won't tell you about. And I tell you this stuff right here, not because you might qualify for it now, just to understand the thought process. It all goes back to them 3 C's I told you all about. All right, here we go. Cash flow financing is the most popular type of alternative funding today. These are cash advances that look at the bank account management for approval. If you have more than $3,000 in deposits each month, you can get approved. You don't even need credit, just cash flow, $3,000 in deposits each month. Right? Now, cash flow financing is not for everybody. It's for businesses, existing businesses that are in a situation. And every business gets in a situation. And this is the way they get out of it sometimes. They may need to get their payroll this Friday. They may have a piece of equipment that went down and they need that running right now. So they go to cash flow financing. It's not for everybody. All right. But nowadays it's real simple and easy to get. You can get money from the telephone, right? So with cash flow financing, depending on how much your cash flow is, my lending partner is David Allen Capital for cash flow financing, right? So on the telephone, you do the application, do a quick application. You're gonna tell it how much you make. What your cash flow is going to send you to the appropriate lender, either Giggle Finance, Biddy Advance, or Bank Breezy. And with this stuff, you can get funding in a day or two. 2 days for the higher amounts, right? You can get funding in the same day with the lower amounts, no doubt. Just on the phone, real quick, boom, boom, bam. See, what they're gonna do is you're gonna say, hey, I make 3,000 to 5,000. They're gonna say, okay, hook up your bank account. That's what they need. They need you to put your bank account. They're gonna see that you get the money that you say you're gonna get, right? Then you're done. Boom, boom, bam. They're gonna send the money right away. That's how it runs. Cash flow financing, collateral financing. Collateral-based financing can be obtained if you have some type of viable collateral to offset what you are borrowing. Even as a startup with bad credit, you can still secure collateral financing if you have collateral. Here goes some types of collateral. Accounts receivable is also known as factoring, right? So my client, Jay, right? My client, Jay, he used factoring to get money. This ain't the free money though, but this is a way business get money. Factoring for the freight company. He sells the invoices that the trucks make, right? So the truck does a delivery, they batch and sell the invoices, and they get the money tomorrow. Otherwise, they gotta wait 30 days to get that money. Factoring. So that's good for companies that can batch and sell the invoices. Purchase orders is good for companies that have government contracts. You can't go in the bank with a government contract, but there are alternative funding companies that will fund you based on your government contract. Hey, I got a government contract. I just need this piece of equipment so I can get this money. Boom, government contract. To alternative funders, that's like straight cash money. Stocks, bonds, 401ks. If you have these type of investments, you can get access to money for your business. Revenue lending, that's similar to cash flow. Inventory and equipment. If you have inventory and equipment over $100,000, you can get a business loan. If you have equity in your home, you can get a business loan. Insurance agent, they have what they call the book of business. That's their list of clients for an insurance agent, that's future revenues. So a lender will lend you off of that. Okay, unsecured credit. This is what I also call the credit line hybrid program. This program is good for startups with good personal credit. Startups with good personal credit, or any business with good personal credit. Unsecured credit-based financing is a great way to get money for your business to have good personal credit, or know a guarantor that does. So you don't have to have the good personal credit. It could be grandpa, somebody that trusts you, right? You can put them down. Okay. You can get secured up to 5 times of what your highest revolving limit is on your personal credit. This is how it goes. They look at your personal credit. They're going to look at the highest revolving account that you have. They're going to match that on up to 5 business credit cards, up to $150,000, and you get that in 3 weeks. No doubt. There's the good part and there's the bad part. The good part is you can get up to $150,000 in 3 weeks. The bad part is they charge 10% of what you get after the fact. So, and you can pay that 10% off with the credit cards. So I tell businesses this is realistic, right? If you get $100,000 and you got to pay $10,000 on it, you need to be making money on that money. So if you get $100,000, you need to be flipping that into $200,000, and then paying $10,000 is worth it. You follow me? So if you ain't making money with the money, then you're not doing it. It's not worth it, right? So don't go into bad situations, right? What's up? My stuff going. Wow, Lee, check 1 2. Microphone check 1 2. What is this? The 5-foot assassin with the roughneck business. Word is born. This is what we call the credit line hybrid program. You can go to businesscreditbuilder.us/get funding, and there's a video out there to tell you more detail about it, how to qualify, all the details. Boom, boom, bang. You can schedule a meeting with me. I'll tell you more about it. But word is born. So my company's like a brokerage, right? So we have hundreds of legitimate lenders. It's not that the money's not there. People don't qualify for the money. They didn't position their business correctly and know where to go to apply, right? So we have this already. We got private monies, private entities that just have money to lend. Venture capital, equity financing, that's like the Shark Tank guys. You know about crowdfunding. You can even get specialized funding to buy equipment, signs, and vehicle wraps, right? Equipment financing. That goes back to my man, Jay. You're ready let me continue with the story with Jay. You're ready for the Jay story? Okay, so Jay was the guy I was telling you before that he's my client, right? I'm gonna tell you about the free money now. We're ready? Here we go. Let me know you're ready. Okay, check it. So Jay, he owned the freight company. I'm doing accounting for him at the freight company. And then I saw the $250,000 here. Right? Okay, so I found out what he was doing was this. He has the freight company. And then over here, he has a truck sales company, right? So the freight company is going to go get an equipment loan to buy equipment, which is trucks, tractor trailers. Not one, he gets fleets, okay? So he positions the freight company to get an equipment loan. And when they approve that equipment loan, which they approve it, because he set it up right. Then they cut the check to the truck sales company, which is his own company. And then, this is the trick. He don't even pay off the bills. It's free money to him because he didn't set it up to rig it, right? So he takes advantage of the situation. And I noticed how he did it. And I was like, damn, I just want to go get some money for my business. I don't need to do all that. So that's why I teach how to build business credit the real way. Trade line by trade line, no skipping steps. He was skipping mad steps, but he was getting it. And he'd have deals like this on like 4 or 5 deals like this on the table at any given time. Because with a corporation, let's say you get a loan with a corporation and you default on that loan with a corporation. Who are they coming to get the money from? The corporation, not the corporation owner. The assets of the corporation they can come for. But this guy, he already know that. He's already gone. The companies ain't even his names. He's already gone. Free money. That's how he did it. Now, I don't teach that stuff, right? But that's how I learned about business credit, was this client who took advantage of the situation. And then that's when I started learning the real way. Step by step, no skipping steps, right? Did y'all get that? All right, how to easily get business credit and financing all in one place. The Business Credit Builder is financed by the Business Finance Suite. This is one of my clients right here, Brian. He's from New Jersey. On my website, at the bottom of each page, there are video testimonials. Check them out. Brian talks about how he got his first 50 grand. Okay, it's the easiest and fastest way to get money and credit to build and grow your business. It's a simple solution, okay? Now, you get business credit for your business not linked to your social security number through the top selling business credit system. You get access to funding for your business to start, build, and grow. Our cutting-edge technology helps you meet credibility requirements before you apply, okay? You can access discounted business credit reports. We have the largest supply of starter vendors. Remember I talked to you about those starter vendors? They're hard to find, okay? We have a massive selection of revolving store credit with underwriting guidelines. We have the credit cards. Now, with the cash credit sources, that's like the MasterCard, Amex, right? When you go do this on your own and go search for business credit cards, you're gonna find these companies like Capital One that say they're a business credit card, but when you ask them who they report to, they say TransUnion. That's not a business credit card. It's hard to find business credit cards. No personal credit check or guarantee is required to build business credit. You get access to cash flow financing, collateral-based financing, unsecured financing, private money. Our most popular product is the credit line hybrid program. You get access to $150,000. Gotta have good personal credit. All right. Now, my clients get their own personal control panel. It looks something like this, but this is like my reseller, right? That's why I got all those buttons on the left. But you go into here and it gives you your course content. You see that, right? Now, when you drill down into your course content, it takes you through every single step of building your business credit. Each step will tell you how to do this particular step. Each step will have a video to explain to you how to do this step. If you still can't figure it out, then you have access to our advisory team that you can call or email to help you figure out this step. And that's the type of customer service that we give you throughout the whole process. You're never alone. Always somebody right there. At any time, you can contact the finance team. The finance team has hundreds of legitimate lenders ready. They're going to match you up with who you qualify for. Say you can't qualify, you're close to qualifying for, the finance team is going to be right there. Say, yo, you just need to do this, that, and the other. Boom, boom, bang. Then you're going to be straight. They're going to help you out. They're going to help you fill out the application, everything. Whatever you need. The finance team is going to be there for you. Peace to the iPhone users out there. All right. All right. So now, when we do the steps and we get to the part where we actually build a business credit, we build business credit in 4 tiers of vendors. Each tier will give you about 15 vendors, and we'll say, pick 3 of these, yo. And this is the information we give you for each vendor. This one is for Racetrack. Check it out, Racetrack. We tell you who they report to, Dun & Bradstreet. Their revolving account. We give you the telephone number, fax number. We give you a description of what they sell. How to qualify. You need an EIN number, DUNS number, a pay debt score of 78 or above. Remember I told you about that? The preferred 3 years in business. You need to have a business entity. You need to have the business phone that's listed with 411. Boom. Now you know when to apply for this and not waste no time. If you do this on your own and you ask them, hey, what do I need to qualify for this account? They are going to say, fill out this application and I'll tell you right now if you qualify. All right. So we're going to save you time that way, right? We're going to streamline and smooth out the edges, the speed bumps along the way. All right. Check this out. This is one of my clients, Christine. Christine was able to get all of these approvals in 6 months, but not everybody can do this. She's able to do it because she's a stay-at-home mom. Her husband's a truck driver. She got Sprint 2,000, Amazon 4,500, Tractor Supply 5,000, Exxon 5,000, Fuel Man Fleet 6,000, BJ 7,000, BP 8,000, Lowe's 10,000, Apple 12,500, Shell 15. This list is over 250,000. You can do this too, but it takes time, it takes organization, it takes administrativeness. All right. Why the Business Finance Suite is perfect for you? You get your own business credit advisor who offers concierge service for 12 months to help you build your business credit. You get your own finance officer for 5 years to help you get the best financing for your business. Okay. Here's a quick summary. We're getting ready to get out of here. Your own Business Finance Suite control panel, discounted business credit reports, free DUNS number, largest supply of starter vendors, massive selection of revolving store credit, hard to find cash credit sources, access to cash flow, collateral-based, unsecured, and private money sources. It'll typically take you about 18 to 24 months to do this on your own. I'm not saying you cannot do it on your own. A lot of people can do this on their own. People do this on their own. But we just move out the process. We go directly and smooth out the speed bumps along the way. All right. I got 2 packages. The core package. The core package is what I explained to you with the control panel, the advisory team, the finance team, everything all packaged up nice and neat. We're going to teach you how to do it and be right there with you every step of the way. The next one is the business credit building program. That's a one-on-one program with me for 1 year. You don't get like the control panel and all that stuff, but I got the control panel. I got the vendors. Me and you, we're going to be doing it. This is how it usually works. My clients, we sit down maybe twice a month and we're strategizing. All right, check out these vendors. Go check out these vendors, get these vendors, when to buy it, when to pay it, when to pull the credit reports, how to read the credit reports, when to go to the next tier of vendors. I'm gonna be right there with you. And then when you get your business credit, we're gonna help you get funded. That's the business credit program, the business credit building program. Okay, the core package. Get started today as part of this seminar, and you can get started with a huge discount on our premier enrollment plan. These numbers are not correct right here, but let me give you the numbers. Y'all ready for this? Run down the numbers. Y'all ready? Got your pen and paper? I'm gonna run down the numbers. Usually this does cost about $4,400. If you find this someplace else, which you can't even find this anyplace else, I'm trying to tell you, $4,400 is usually what it would cost. My price is $29.95, but you can get it for a single price of $22.50, a single payment that'll save you $750. You can do the payment plan, and you can make your own payment plan. You start with a down payment of $950. The more your payment, the more your deposit, the less your monthly payments. You need to do it in 6 months, right? So if you do the $950, then the monthly payment, 6 monthly payments would be $341, right? But boom, check it. Because you're down in here and you're down with me today, $1,400, flat fee, single price. Today is the offer for that. That saves you over $1,500. That's for people today that's in this webinar. See, that's the benefit of being in the live webinar, to get the hookup, right? No doubt. So that's the day only, but at any time you get access to it, right? I'm gonna hook you up anyway. All right. Now let's go to the next program, the one-on-one. Now I made this program for the people that can't afford the first one, right? So this was the homeboy hookup program. It's me and you, boom, one-on-one for a year. It's $9.95. You can put $400 down and start rocking, right? $750 is the single payment price. You can do that anytime. $750, say $250, right? But today, the homeboy hookup, because the live joint, right, is $450. So if you want to do this one, we start right away. $450 today. That saves you more than $500. I'm in there with you. It's me and you. We going one-on-one for a whole year. All right, we're gonna strategize how to get your business up and running and get money. Boom, that's how we do it. You would call right after this webinar, or you would schedule a consult, right? You know how to schedule a consult? businesscreditbuilder.us/consult, no doubt about it, all right? Okay, now, let's say you can't afford none of that. Get the ebooks for as low as $10. Go to /ebooks. Boom. There it is. Whoop. There it is. Whoop. There it is. Boom. Can't afford that? Bet. The blog. The blog. /blog. The blog is off the chain. Got crazy stuff. Free of charge. Crazy stuff I can't even put in these webinars, yo. The Spotify podcast. Off the chain. That's the video podcast. The YouTube is off the chain. Facebook, group, Twitter. We got all that stuff. IG, what? Select which one you want to get down with. Make sure you get that free guide, How to Build Business Credit. Make sure you get that free guide on how to build business credit. No doubt about it. Anybody got any questions right now before we get out of here? Word. That's how we do it. Whew. Whew. What's up? Anybody got any questions? Was this useful? Did I waste your time? What? Althea says, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ms. Hope.
Yes, this was very helpful. Thank you so much for all the info. I will definitely reach out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it. Nobody got any questions? What's up? Y'all just know everything. I didn't give y'all everything. I left a whole bunch of stuff open. Y'all got any questions? What? All right. Otherwise, we're going to get out of here. Make sure you'll get that free guide. You can see how you get the free console. Shantae says, you bought the meat and potatoes this evening. The meat, oh, that sticks to you, right? That stays with you for a while. You can use it later. You can gain some pounds with something with that. All right, thank you. Thank you, Shantae. I appreciate y'all. No questions, this is your last chance. And it's the only time I do the questions. It's on these live webinars. Word is born. Check out the YouTube. YouTube got many videos, different topics on business credit and getting money. All right. All right, everybody. Let's get out of here. We're going to be out like shout. Word is born. We can ease on out the back door. No doubt about it. What the hell? Okay, where we at? Stop the share. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. We out.